Alrighty, it's time for another powered cube, and let's see what we open. Excuse me. A White Plume Adventure. I guess that's where we're at. By far the best card. I can't even dream of taking a different card. The one thing that's nice of starting with WPA is I'm passing to RD, who's passing to Mark, and Mark's been on a real combo kick lately. I actually was on Discord with him yesterday, drafted a nice Luris Lotus Doomsday deck. That was fun. But he's the number one Boros Citadel enjoyer, and he's on my team, so it's kind of nice to not be going into combo, though he might avoid it because I'm sitting here, so who knows. Either way, I'm taking White Plume. RD is almost assuredly going to take Verdant. What would lead you to not take Verdant? I guess if I took Force of Will pick one, I would take Lorien pick two, but for the most part, I think Verdant is going to be the pick, and let's get the White Plume in there. Let's see where we go. You know what? I threw a little temper tantrum after drafting mono, but I'm never doing this again. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it again. If the next card I take here is Parallax Wave, then sure. Or Felia, yeah, that's what I should do. I mean, I can't lie to myself. Felia is just so good. Turn 2 Felia, turn 3 WPA, attack, blink WPA, just go up 2 levels immediately. Oof. Passing Monolith and Ragavan, and I guess I hope RD takes Ragavan and Mark takes like Monolith or Imperial Seal, but I will take Felia here, and well, let's go from here. Maybe I need to give it another shake. I will take Flooded Strand here. Chrome Mox is good with these cards, huh? Interesting. Obviously you wouldn't take Bloodstained Mire over Flooded Strand here. Maybe I should take Chrome Mox. Like, I really like Flooded Strand, but Chrome Mox with WP is so busted. You know what? I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna move in on it. If this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it the best shot. And I think just the threat of turn 1 Felia, turn 2 WPA is just so strong. I don't need more colors. I just need acceleration. Okay, here I'll take a fetch, though. Windswept Teeth is better than Flicker Wisp or Galvanic Discharge. Certainly better than Gemstone Mine. Passing Volk, Oracle, Counterspell. Some decent combo-ish stuff. All right. Well, it would be nice to have Flooded Strand. This is a really fantastic start. There's a decent amount of possibilities now that I have a fetch land. Obviously, I want to be heavy white to really make use of these cards and Chrome Mox, but okay, no white cards in this pack. Despite having a Windswept Teeth, I think I'll take Death Greeter over Birds. Death Greeter is just a great card. And I haven't seen a lot of red so far, but I don't need to go into green. Plus, look, Mark should interpret this Boros' Citadel, because RD is going to take Birds. RD likes the mid-range, like, black-green decks. And if he took Verdant, I think there's a good chance he wants to take Verds. No, Mark, you got to come back so you get your Boros' Citadel. So Mark will get a Citadel, and he'll see, 7th pick Citadel. Luis is floating me that. And the way is clear. We'll see if that's what ends up happening, but it certainly could. Yeah, I'll take Marsh Flats here. Containment Priest is great. Oh man, hold on. I keep wanting to take fetches, and I keep realizing I really shouldn't. Containment Priest with Felia is just absurd. You go turn 2 Felia, turn 3 Priest, attack, blink their thing, and their thing doesn't come back. All right, I'm in. I'll take Containment Priest. It's also good against the unfair decks, which is nice. And, a white fetch would be good. Getting a 6th pick Marsh Flats, or now 7th pick Marsh Flats for RD is nice. But that gives Mark a frantic search. I'm shipping enough combo stuff that hopefully he's doing that. And a red-white land would be nice. I guess that's a red-white land. Oh, wait, no, this is a better red-white land. I like Sunbillow Verge a lot. Passing a Mystical Bob for RD. Like, I don't know if this is the way the draft's going, but I feel like RD has like Verdant, Marsh Flats, Birds, Bob, that kind of stuff. And Mark hopefully has Citadel, Frantic Search, Mystical Tutor. But take this. Oh, Mother of Runes 8th pick. Okay, doing it. I like Spellbinder too, but powerful 1-drops are really at a premium. RD gets a Hex Drinker or Chariot, maybe a Breeding Pool. Mark gets something else here. I don't know what of those he wants most. And here, Wandering Emperor versus Mind Collapse versus Sarah Paragon. They're all pretty good. They all do good things. I think I'll take Paragon. I have a Windswept Teeth already. Paragon's a good grindy card. Oh, Selfless Spirit is nice with Paragon and nice at just protecting some of these good things. All right. I also am pretty much mono white here. So if I had taken the fetch lands, I'd take Aragorn. But here I'm just going to take Hero Blade Hold. Good with Chrome Mox. Oh, Flicker Wisp. Oh, Flicker Wisp making that Containment Priest pick real nice. Oh, already didn't take the Birds. Well, it doesn't get to now. Okay, so I've got one red card and one red-white land, plus a fetch, which, you know, realistically could be. I'll take Thornspire Verge, because I don't think if Artie didn't take the birds... Oh, wow, last pick, red-white land? Okay. We're almost assuredly going to be red-white. Now that we picked up a last pick red-white land, that's just really nice. Thornspire Verge is base red and then sometimes taps for green, which with Windswept Teeth means maybe I splash Minsc and Boo. That's the most likely green card to want to splash. Okay. I think this seat should definitely be mono-white, or well, mono-white splash for some red probably. I think I drafted the right cards for what I've seen, and I like where I'm at. I also feel pretty good about the Chrome Mox versus Flooded Strand and Containment Priest versus Marsh Flats picks. Even though obviously having 3 fetches would be nice, you don't need them when you're mono-white as much. This pack has a Wasteland, a Council's Judgment, and an Inti, and a Magda. And I guess a Raugrin Triumph, but I'm going to take Wasteland. Wasteland is really good in the white aggro decks. It's good with Chrome Mox. It's good if you have the initiative. Just setting us both back can be really nice. And I think I'm going to wheel Council Judgment. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. There's just a bunch of good, you know, red and white cards that I could get back. Though I'm not as interested in Magda. Inti's a lot better for this kind of deck. I just don't have a high curve or playing lots of colors. Passing a Brain Freeze, so I do want to note that. Obviously, first picking Wasteland isn't the dream. And what is this second pick? I have no non-creatures. Ultima is the only white, and Loran are the only white cards. Passing Retrofitter Memory Lapse. I don't really want Retrofitter. I just don't feel like it works well in these decks. I might just take Memory Lapse. I have a fetch land. Memory Lapse is just the best card in this pack. Retrofitter is a little more narrow. I just don't care if I get Loran or not that much. All right, 4th Eorlingus. That is game. Slamming that, maybe you get Elspeth or maybe Inspiring Vantage back. Even if I don't play the Memory Lapse, I just don't think I need to be second picking Loran. That sounds awful. All right, I'm going to play these red cards, even if they're my only 2 red cards. And I might play this Memory Lapse. If I get, I mean, Hallowed Fountain's gone, but if I get random lands that'll not enable me to play it, it's going to be fantastic. One counterspell can really make the difference against some combo decks. Obviously, going Wasteland Memory Lapse was my first 2 picks in pack 2 isn't good, but getting a 3rd pick, 4th Eorlingus is great. Also a good sign for this pack in general. RD, come back and pass me some good ones. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, there we go. Some good ones indeed. Swords to Plowshares. That is a nice pickup. So let's do this. And there's also a Reprieve, but Swords is just a busted card. Thopter Foundry, Nadu, Brainstorm. Not seeing a lot of black cards here. I do think RD is playing black, though there's a Blood Crypt, Badlands, whatever. All right, well, my 3rd and 4th picks were way better than my 1st and 2nd picks, so there is that. But I am happy with how things are going. I could use red, white, and blue-white lands, because right now I have a Windswept Heath that doesn't get anything. But because it's a Heath, one of the kind of hidden strengths of Windswept Heath, which makes it actually better than something like Marsh Flats, is I could get a green-red or green-white land pretty easily. Savannah and Taiga are not as high of picks, especially Savannah. Or I guess not Savannah. It'd be blue-green. All right. And then that helps fix this out. But I'm going to take Path to Exile. I think that's a really good removal spell. It's better than Bolt, especially when I'm almost mono-white. Passing Pyrogoyf, Tursa, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, there's a No More Lies, a Life Death. A lot of red cards in this pack. And then Palace Jailer and Ocelot Pride. And there's that Stomping Ground, but I can't take that here, though. Maybe it comes back. It's also a Moloch. Which one of these is better? I have a couple 4s already. I kind of just want Ocelot Pride. I think just having a 1 is good. Palace Jailer is nice with Flicker Wisp and Felia, to be sure. But more 1-drops is really good. Here I will take Pest Infestation. I could definitely splash it if I get some green lands. Pest Infestation is a nice one. And I'm not playing these other cards. I don't really need to hate them either. Oh, I love Voice of Victory, but Ancient Tomb. I have White Plume and Hero of Bladehold in 4th Eorlingus. Let's just take Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is a busted card. A lot of good white in this pack. Yeah, I do like Voice of Victory a good amount, but I think Ancient Tomb is quite powerful. And despite having red, green, and blue cards in this deck, I don't think I'm ultimately, like right now the Memory Lapse doesn't look good, and Thornspire Verge could make this Pest Infestation playable if I get a green duel or 2, but it's not a big deal. Ancient Tomb also is good with Pest Infestation. Okay, I like that pick. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that are quite good with Ancient Tomb. Acceleration is usually the bottleneck, and Voice of Victory is good, but white is really open this draft. I'm going to get enough white creatures. Taking a land, it seems a lot stronger. Yeah, so Raugrin Triumph came back, so did Inti, so did Council's Judgment. I don't think I need to take Inti. I think having red as like the slightly expensive cards is good. I could take Raugrin, because that makes Windswept Teeth into red, green, white, or red, white, well, every color but black. It also means Memory Lapse might end up being playable. Yeah, I'm going to have plenty of playables. I think I can afford taking Raugrin here. Lauren and Ultimate Fairy all came back. I'll take the Lauren now. That seems fine. I could take Revoker. No, Lauren's good because I have a bunch of blinks too. Inspiring Vantage. 2 free, man. 2 free. Reprieve? Am I the literal only white drafter? I guess so. Okay, that makes me a lot less likely to want to splash stuff if I can just get them almost for free. So I guess I could have taken Council's Judgment over Raugrin, but I'm not going to play Robber or Chandra. I'll take Elvish Spirit Guide. There's a chance I play it. And I think Good King Mog is a better sideboard card. I don't think I want to main deck either of these cards. All right, well, pack 3. If I can just get a Mox Pearl, I am set. It's been a while since I've opened a piece of power, I feel like. Ignore the Time Walk I had recently. I didn't do well with the deck, so it didn't count. I don't know that I want to splash green or blue. I have got like inroads into both. But I'm definitely going to play red because I think we're taking Raugrin as just a way to enable red is still fine. All right, what do we got? All right, Caves of Chaos Adventure, that is. Mox Diamond would be great here, but Ancient Tomb is a really nice payoff. Or rather, Caves of Chaos Adventure is a nice payoff for taking Ancient Tomb. And I'm going to get I'll get Giver back or Glimmerlens probably. Of the two, I'd rather have Giver. But though Glimmerlens also great with Felia. Felia's just a great card. All right, well, Caves of Chaos Adventure it is. Okay, so, I mean, if I cut the Pest, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red-white lands, which is just fantastic. I would kill for any sort of acceleration. But I took the ones I saw, except for this Mox Diamond, which I don't think I can take over Caves of Chaos Adventure. I could still get a second pick Mox, right? It's a possibility. Or not. This pack is all full. There's a Starting Town. There's a Steam Vents, which would enable the Memory Lapse splash, I guess. There's a Dark Ritual and a Barrogoyf, so passing 2 black cards. I don't even know what kind of black deck RD is, and I don't want to take Ritual because Mark might just be using that. So do I want Starting Town or Steam Vents is the question. And I think I should just take Starting Town. All right. Okay, there's a Solitude and a Guide of Souls. I think I want to take Solitude. Solitude is just so busted. Guide of Souls also could wheel. If I'm the only aggressive white drafter, that'll wheel, especially since Solitude is better in control decks. Oh, there's also a Winds. I'll get one of those back. Well, Solitude is a little less necessary. Hold on. I have Swords and Path. Is there any thought to just taking the Guide then? Guide is quite good. I didn't take the Voice of Victory, but it's really good with Ocelot Pride. I'm just going to take Solitude still. I feel like Solitude is that powerful, and I think Guide has, like I said, a shot of wheeling. Okay. There's Inquisition, Snapcaster, Mystical Influence, Snuff Out. But I think I take Taiga because it makes Windswept Teeth into Untapped Red, which I actually do care about quite a bit. And it also means if I want to splash Pest, it's kind of free. Oh, Flage is nice. All right, I will take Flage here. Oh, there's also City of Traders. I think Flage is really good. I will just take that. Oh, Sacred Foundry, thank you very much. Passing a Key, Oko, a Jace. All right, well, I don't even know if I need Raugrin at this point. I have so many red-white lands. Let's pick 6. I hope Guide of Souls wheels. That would be nice. And Luminarch versus Figure versus Sanguine versus Skyclave. I like Luminarch a lot. I think I'll take Luminarch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. If the talismans get taken, I could get a last pick Figure or Sanguine Evangelist. Those are just completely legit to have that happen. I just felt like another 2 would be nice. I do need some more playables, but honestly, at this point, I can just play Pest Infestation because I have Thornspire Verge 2. It's basically free. And though Adeline, all right. Adeline is nice. I'm really happy to take that. And Flage is more of a spell, so this is kind of like this. Giver and Glimmerlens came back, but I'm going to take Giver. I think Giver with the initiative and with a lot of powerful creatures is just really nice. So right now I'm playing 17 lands plus Chrome Mox, so I could use like another playable, but I think I'm going to be presented with a couple more white cards, is my guess. So right now I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources that I'm already playing all those lands anyways. Well, I guess I'm not playing Thornspire Verge, but it doesn't really, this is not really a disadvantage compared to Mountain, because I even have the Wasteland, so I don't really see an issue. All right, this looks like a very good red-white deck. There's also an Elvish Spirit Guide. Oh, I should play this card. Elvish Spirit Guide over maybe a land, or just as like, I play like, maybe I play I'll probably play 16 lands plus Chrome Mox and Spirit Guide, with Wasteland also being like kind of a spell land. So it's like, it's either 15 lands plus these two and be a little under, or a little over with Wasteland, because Elvish Spirit Guide's like half a land. I'll take Cogwork, because there actually are some packs where I could take 2 cards here. Like this one, for example. Guide of Souls and Winds of Abandon. All right. Winds I might not main deck, but I don't really want spars. I don't care about splashing Memory Lapse that bad. If I want to splash Lapse, I will try to do so. I'll take... Oh, wait, I should take Simian Spirit Guide. We have 2 initiative creatures. We should just go all in on the Spirit Guides. And then, sure, a green-white tap land that I'm probably not going to play. And I guess I'll just take the tracker. All right, I was hoping to get Figure, but Sanguine Evangelist plays. All right, this was as open as I've basically ever seen it. So taking Solitude Wheel and Guide of Souls, that's a nice place to be, and no one ever suspects it of me after I trash mono white so often. All right, let's go build. This is great. All right, so I got to make some cuts because I got a bunch of cards late, which kind of was what I expected to happen. And how many lands now? Now do I go 1 under again? Let's figure out how many lands I want. So I have, let's see, start with 17, and Chrome Mox kind of counts. What do Wasteland and the 2 Spirit Guides mean? Because I think I do want to play both. Well, I don't need a forest or anything. How many mountains do I need? I'm not fetchable. I have 1, 2. Do we even want this Raugrin Triumph? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red-white lands. I think I can probably cut Raugrin Triumph. No, I'm getting to fetch a red-white land. I have a Sacred Foundry. Right. Maybe I can just cut Raugrin Triumph then. It seems kind of pointless to, like, I don't want a bunch of Spirit Guides and tap lands in my deck if I can avoid that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like plenty. I think 1 mountain to get with White Plume is pretty legit. Not even with Caves of Chaos Adventure, funnily enough. And I don't need any forests, even if I end up playing that. I also have a Thornspire Verge. So 15. So this would be 15 lands plus these 3. So it's kind of like 16 actual lands and 2 Spirit Guides. Okay. I think I'm down for that. And this leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I could just take Thornspire Verge and Pest Infestation out, because one of my teammates is playing artifacts, and then Mark also has artifacts in his deck. He's got Tezzeret Time Vault Key, which is nice. So I also think I take out Loran, and I think I take out Winds of Abandon. I've got a bunch of good removal. I have Path, Plow, Solitude, Flage. But so let's put in these. I don't think I would ever play a forest, but whatever. I guess I could see myself, if I was really hard up, playing Island for like Raugrin Triumph, Vetchland, and Memory Lapse, but that's about it. There's also a Lush Portico I could end up playing if I wanted to play green. The other question is, do I want like Loran over Sanguine Evangelist? I just like Sanguine Evangelist a good amount. It's also, they're both good with Felia. I guess having 0 artifact removal maybe isn't ideal. Maybe I do want Loran over Sanguine Evangelist. I think Flickerous Battling, obviously White Plume. These are all better. Okay. Yeah, this deck looks nice. Oh, hold on. I gotta swap out this Windswept Heath. It's gonna drive me nuts. Sometimes I forget to do that, and no good. This looks like a great deck, isn't it? No power, but I have Mox, Double Spirit Guide to speed me up, and Ancient Tomb. How many white sources is this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus Chrome Mox is 12. Maybe I don't want Mountain. No. I'm just looking. I guess I have like 5 non-red sources out of 18. Oh, 6 non-white sources? Huh. That's kind of feeling like one too many. Is there any chance I can cut the mountain for another plains? I don't need the other red. I only have 4 red cards. I think I can. Even though it's a little dicey with white plume, I want a lot of white sources. I think this is going to be better. Okay. Let's see what our teammates got, and then let's run it. All right, so Bebop is on artifacts with Mox Emerald, Mana Crypt, Petal, Tundra Hallowed Seachrome, Celestial Colony, Arid Mace. Great blue-white lands. No Academy, sadly, but a Mishra's Workshop. With Basalt, Coalition Relic, Mightstone, Endstone, Displacer Kitten, Gadgeteer, Infiltrator, Sword of the Meek Foundry, Talisman, Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, this looks really good. So right now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. So it's really 12, 13, 14. So it needs to cut a couple cards here. I guess I would probably cut Wandering Emperor and Gitaxian Probe. Probe is really nice with Kitten, though. I think definitely Emperor. Oh, Sage of the Skies has good sideboard cards. I'll have to mention that, but they don't need to main deck it. Chromatic Star, Retrofitter. It's not the best workshop deck. It's an okay workshop deck. It's got Basalt, Coalition Relic, Mightstone, Endstone, and Sakarian Infiltrator. There's Urza here too. So Sensei's Top, Retrofitter. Huh. Yeah, Probe might actually be the cut, even with the Kitten. It's just that or cut an artifact, which I don't really like to do in my artifact decks very often. And I like Spell Pierce. I like Bauble. Oh, sorry. Chalice also very good with Workshop. Yeah, good Workshop deck then. Trinket Mage gets all these things. Okay, let's see. All right, that leaves 14 land plus those 3, along with Chalice, Bauble as cantrips. These 1-mana cantrips, another Talisman. That seems reasonable. Jade Reddy has a nice Sultai deck with Echo of Eons, Time Twister, Hull Breacher. I think wants to play Time Spiral to go with this Time Walk as well. Cutting like Haywire Might. Dark Ritual is nice. City Traders, Caracas, Tameo. Oh, good Time Walk deck. Gristlebrand, Mystic Confluence, Entomb Reanimate. And then Mark did not end up... RD cut the Citadel. What a hater. Mark has a Force of Will, One Ring, Time Vault, Ancestral Key deck. Mark has not been missing lately. Also Grixis like Tempo with pretty good amount of fixing, I suppose. Lorien, Volcanic, Zagoth, Flooded Strand, Skull Clamp, Caustic Bronco, Psychic Frog, Rabble Master, Oculus. All right. Mark said an updated list. So he cut the Rabble Master... but has all the rest of this stuff in. This is 16 lands with a Lorien, a 17. Yeah, this looks great. Saheeli Time Vault as well. Tezzeret Time Vault as well. Relic of Sauron. I like it. My team's got good decks. I think we're gonna crush. We'll see though. All right, time for round 1, playing against Ali here. And all right, I will run this because this is a turn 2 Adeline. I guess I can play turn 1 Lorien. Yeah, all right, I'm in. It's not without cost. I have to exile this Solitude. But Lorien also early you can utilize the tap ability pretty nicely. I would have preferred this have been Sanguine Evangelist, but this is still... the fact that it sets up... Tap, please. Oh, no, don't duress me. Well, duress is fine. Don't Inquisition or Thought Seize me. Dragon Rage? That's fine. I'll trade here. I just wanted to get the 1/1 off of the Adeline, you know? Okay. And the Simian Spirit Guide will help enable my first red card, too, once I draw it. All right. Attack, and make a 1/1, and probably blocking, and then I'm going to use Lorien. All right. Plane's not very good, but 4th Eorlingus incoming? You know, if Ollie doesn't have a way to kill Adeline here, I'm going to pull ahead very quickly. And if they do, then, well, I hope to draw something. I mean, if I draw WPA, Caves of Chaos Adventure, or 4th Eorlingus, I assume I'm just massively ahead. What else want to draw? Death Greeter would be good. Hero of Bladehold, Sarah Paragon. These are all basically, unsurprisingly, I want to draw cards on the right side of my curve. Not card on the left, though. Drawing a Wasteland wouldn't be awful either. All right, what do we got? A Mox? I don't like that. No, and then I feel like, am I going to get a Fire Covenanted here? Like, there's no way. Oh, Adeline got to live? Okay. I mean, I drew another land, which is bad. I could have played Giver first, but this felt like Fire Covenant to me. I didn't think the extra point of damage was really necessary. Is this going to be a Shallow Grave Oliphant to block? Psh, okay. It's actually good that my Adeline's not bigger, because if it killed the Oliphant, then it would go back to the graveyard. Now it's just going to get exiled. All right. Yeah, that was reasonable. 1-for-1. Shallow Grave just traded straight up for Adeline. I, of course, drew another Plains. Come on. Not like this. Not like this. All right. Cycling Savaitrium is really not the strongest. And then Duress. Okay, well, that's about as weak of a turn as I can imagine. So there's that. Oh, Containment Priest could be good, too. I'm just going to attack like this, because Giver can't protect itself, and it's not protecting a human token for any sort of relevance. Metamorphosis Fanatic. That was miracled? All right. I guess I have Containment Priest here, so that's nice. This is the situation where attacking with Giver could cost me, but if they Shallow Grave the Adeline, it didn't seem like they had straight up removal all that well. Okay. Draw. Okay. Huh. So now I can't dash it, because my red source is temporary. I could also just cast it. Yeah, I guess I should do that. Cast, exile Simian Spirit Guide. It's gonna suck if I draw Fourth Earlingus, but I gotta do forward motion here. All right, take 6. Pass the turn, and then now the Death Greeters can kill or get past the Metamorphosis Fanatic. And hopefully Ollie doesn't have anything too great. Voidwalker, that doesn't really do anything right here. Okay. Giver of Runes is kind of carrying the team right now. Let's draw. Mother of Runes isn't bad. I think I just attack with the Death Greeter here. Ollie can chump. All right. Well, give this pro black. Hope it works out. All right, it worked out. Play Mother of Runes. Okay, we might barely eke this one out, in part because they flooded out as well. Like if they had like another action spell or two. I mean, we haven't even won yet, but they need to top deck is my assumption, given how the last couple turns have played. They haven't spent mana in a very efficient manner. They could just be missing a color, like splashing blue or something, or just have like. Could have a Reanimate in hand, but that doesn't do anything against Containment Priest. All right, we got game 1. That was nice. So let's go ahead and show the teammates this. But that seemed like it wasn't going well for a bit. Winds of Abandon, Sanguine Evangelist. Lauren did not look good. Sanguine Evangelist looks a lot better, and don't think I need Memory Lapse or Pest Infestation. Good King Mog. I don't think I want Winds of Abandon either. I have 3 good removal spells, and Winds of Abandon casting early is a little weak, so let's try this. All right, on the draw here, I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get a single like turn 1 WPA or whatever. Well, turn 1 maybe is a lot to ask, but turn 2, come on. All right, well, I'm going to mulligan that hand. Okay, I'll keep this, and so greedy to put Starting Town back. Yes, but I'm going to anyway. I feel like what I can do here is turn 2 Selfless Spirit, and then turn 3 either Evangelist or Fourth, depending on what I've drawn and what they've played. I don't like when they start with a Mox. This is going to make things pretty difficult. All right. Any Swords to Plowshares? Oh, Simian Spirit Guide. Huh. I could turn 1 Fourth, but Fourth is pretty bad against Dothy Voidwalker. Like, Not in the sense that they can cast it, because it doesn't really do much to cast it X equals 0. Oh, they do not have a play? Well, they probably have an instant speed play. Now I draw Giver? All right. Disappointing to draw 1-drop on turn 2. Just wasted a mana for free. But Dauthi Voidwalker can take back the Monarch very well. All right. All right, no plays, huh? Death Greeter now keeping this over land did not work out, but I wanted to just pump out an early 4th. Let's just go Giver of Runes, attack for 2, and then I think next turn I'll feel pretty good about a Death Greeter or something. I'm getting duressed. They might not even have duress in their deck. I mean, maybe on the play they do, but I wouldn't be surprised if they boarded out. Ooh. Shallow Graving Oliphant. 4 mana cycling Oliphant for a card. That's a tough way to go about it. I feel like if I draw Swords to Plowshares, I'll be in really good shape. Galvanic Discharge. I will sack it, I think. I think Giver is better. It's just like a reusable Selfless Spirit. Now you don't have to pay any energy. You can pay 0. You could turn Dauthi Voidwalker into a Selfless Spirit, but that's also probably not that enticing. Land. Sanguine Evangelist. I'm going to pass. I'm going to give up a point of damage here. I'm just going to die to this Dauthi Voidwalker 7 turns in a row. Kind of looks like it. What I'm fearing is that I'm going to die for... Oh, they just felt like they needed to play a Selfless Spirit that badly? Wow, I love that. Okay. And it's not even sack Voidwalker, cast Deluge, Selfless Spirit. Oh, I see. It's just getting back that. Okay. Well, oh, no, it might get Oliphant back, actually. Maybe they just wanted Selfless. Yeah, I guess I'm going to lose to this. Maybe I do want Winds of Abandon. I don't know. I still have Plow, Solitude. Well, let's see what I draw here. I don't know that I can draw that's actually that great here. Okay, Swords was definitely good. Let's see. What if... Do I want to play Death Greeter? I could 4th Year Lingus for 2, Plow. How do I do this? I'm going to want to plow the Oliphant. That is for sure. I would like to get a 4th Year Lingus through, but I don't think I can do that without... I guess I could use... No, I can't even use that because they have a Selfless Spirit. Maybe I cast Death Greeter. Like this. And Death Greeter is going to pump. Who do I want the token on? I kind of feel like it's actually on the Death Greeter itself, because I don't think I'm attacking here. All right, I'm going to pass. I don't think they can do anything about instant speed Plow, so pass the turn. I mean, obviously I left up something because I Elvish Spirit Guided and left up Sun Billow Verge, but let's see how this goes. I'm not going to let Oliphant attack because giving Metamorphosis Fanatic Trample seems like not something I want to have happen. But I think I'm going to be able to set up maybe a 4th Year Lingus next turn. It would be really annoying if it got duressed the turn before I was casting it, but we'll see. Also, if I draw like Ancient Tomb or even just a land, casting a city or a 4th Year Lingus, I can cast it for like... Just a land lets me cast it for 3, which is kind of nice. And obviously, Ancient Tomb lets me cast it for 4. Had I kept Starting Town over Elvish Spirit Guide, I would have gotten to play Sanguine Evangelist the turn I played Giver. That's not super critical, I wouldn't say. Well, let's see what Ollie's got. All right, beginning of combat. Swords the Oliphant. And I imagine there's not a whole lot you can do about that. I guess you could sacrifice it to something if you really wanted it in your graveyard, but there's not that many instant speed sack as a cost sort of deals. And sacking Selfless Spirit is definitely not going to help, so don't do that. All right, in response, Shallow Graving the Gdalthi Voidwalker. Okay. And then you can Swords the Giver of Runes. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess I didn't really consider that as one of the outcomes here. And I suppose I'll give Pro White to the Bat. No, a Pro Black. I guess Pro Black to the Death Greeters. Sure. Okay. And I hope they attack with Selfless Spirit. That would be nice. All right. Did not. See what I draw here. Huh. Wow. That's so close to being good, but I don't have another mana. I think... do I just run it? What happens if I cast Fourth for 2? Then I attack... If I cast Fourth for 2... Hold on, I attack with everything but the Bat. Selfless Spirit blocks Sanguine Evangelist. Metamorphosis blocks Death Greeter. Sack Selfless Spirit. This eats that. I take 4. And I get the Monarch. I think I just play Sarah Paragon here. And pass the turn. Or maybe... No, I don't know. I could attack with Death Greeter to try to just trade it for Selfless Spirit effectively. I feel like I'm dead to a lot of things. Maybe I should have just attacked with the Death Greeter. The Spirit Guides were god-awful this game. They were both way worse than just lands. So it goes. Oh, actually, no. I should have attacked with Death Greeter before playing Paragon, because then maybe I get the Selfless trade effectively, and then Paragon can play Selfless. Oh, never mind. I'm just dead. Okay. I don't think I'm beating Fire Covenant under any circumstances. Yeah, I go to 8. Draw. Okay, there's Path to Exile. I guess I'll ship the turn. And Path the Metamorphosis Fanatic. Please do not duress me. Just draw. I just have 2 more lands, and then maybe I can get in there. Okay, path it. All right. Ancient Tomb or just land off the top would be nice. Chromox will be the worst thing I could draw, as usual. All right, land go. Or just go is fine. All right, whatever. It is trample, so if you block, I still get the Monarch. All right, I get the Monarch and hope the Bat carries me to victory. Now land. I mean, you reverse those, it's so much better. Just Ollie has nothing. This is such a wild game. All right. Well, I hope I don't draw a land this turn. Now I would really like to draw a white card to just have Solitude up, but Hero Bladehold will end the game very quickly if Ollie just continues to flood horribly. I'm just going to draw all lands now because I've drawn mostly spells beforehand. DRC, drawing a low impact spell in the middle of the game here. Oh yeah, this is money. I don't want to play Windswept Teeth. No reason to take a point of damage. Attack with these. Stack it such that I get all the things I want. And they have instant, land, sorcery in graveyard. Yeah, all right. Draw a card. I don't understand. I mean, I know how I won this game. They drew 9 lands. 10 if you count the Savai Triumph, I guess, which did cycle. Okay. Solitude. And I feel like this is going to put me in a pretty good spot because they need to have drawn something like Onitali, but they would have cast that pre-combat to try to maybe flip Dragon's Rage. Like, I mean, there are things they could have drawn, but oof, what a bad set of draws for Ollie. Well, we take those, I guess. The good news is my deck can do a lot better than it showed these 2 games, and I still won, so there we go. All right, time for round 2. Playing against Sultai with Bowmasters and Suspicious Stowaway and some other friends. All right, yeah, this hand looks good. On the play, this hand's kind of the nuts. Turn 1 Pride with a Wasteland, but on the draw still looks pretty good. Let's just play turn 1 Pride. Turn 2, we'll see. I mean, if they don't play an answer to Pride, I'll just Wasteland them. If they play Orcish Bowmasters here, I'm going to be very annoyed. Yep, that's what it is. Needed to be on the play, as usual. Okay, well, I'll just play this, pass the turn. And if they attack with Bowmasters, I'll play Fellia to block it. Don't really think there's a reason not to. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell. If they have a removal spell, which they do. All right, I still have Containment Priest to try to run it back. Let's go Wasteland, and I think waste the Underground Sea. They seem like they had many more black cards. Pass the turn. And I'm going to go Containment Priest to try to block again. Hope they don't have a counterspell here. Okay. Mono answers over here, huh? Well, here's the nice part. Let's go Inspiring Vantage, go. They're not going to attack into Containment Priest most likely here. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, okay. Milled my 4th here, I guess. Rude. Let's go Containment Priest. Let's draw. Spirit Guide would actually be good. A land is horrible. Well, I guess what I can do, I should just sack this now if I'm going to sack this eventually, is just get, what is this Sacred Foundry? Edge of Eternity, Sacred Foundry? No thanks. Hold on. No, we're dashing here. We're dashing through the snow. And attack Jace. They're going to chump with the Orc, and then Jace is going to go to 1. And then next turn I can play Ancient Tomb and go Flicker Wisp plus Deathgreeter. Oh, I'm just going to get consulted out. Okay. Yeah, I guess that'll do it. Damn. Them being on the play with Bowmasters for my 1-drop, cut down for my 2-drop, remand for my 3-drop, it got me good. All right, so let's see what I have to contend with. Counterspell. This is all the same, right? Yeah, Counterspell, Inquisition, Enduring Curiosity. All right. Okay, so I don't think they have a single target for Loran, so again, cutting that. This is going to be the spot where I think I might put in Island, Memory Lapse, Raugrin, take out a Plains. I guess take out 2 Plains. Because I'll have 2 blue sources plus starting town 3. Yeah, Memory Lapse I think is just really important for this sort of thing. And then I could take out Containment Priest, but they do have Unearth. And it also is good with Fellia and Flicker Wisp, which I think is really relevant. I like the removal spells. Sarah Paragon could potentially get cut. Flage? Maybe I just cut Flage. Because they have no good targets for Flage. Maybe they have, I guess, Enduring Curiosity, Suspicious Stowaway, Bowmasters. Let's just do this. Oh, I get to put in a card. Oh, I already took out 2 cards, or I took out the thing. So yeah, that's probably fine then. Okay. Now let's see how this goes. And hopefully we don't get comboed out again. I guess I'll keep this hand. I don't really like it. I swear, I do have WPA and Caves of Chaos Adventure in my deck. You wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, well, they're going to take, I would assume, Swords or Selfless Spirit. Spirit if they don't have a creature, Swords if they do. It's going to be nice when they take Swords and then I play Spirit and then they Bowmasters me. But what are you going to do? Okay. Any WPAs? Oh, Sarah Paragon is actually kind of nice. So let's do this. I can't F6 though, because if they Bowmasters the Selfless Spirit, you want to sack it and they don't get the 1/1 token. Okay, draw. And I'm going to play Sarah Paragon here with this Simian Spirit Guide. They can remand it, and that will be annoying. But if they don't have the remand, then I'll feel pretty good. Of course they do. Look, some matches, you can just tell how it's going to go. If they remand it, no, just cast it again next turn. It's not like I really lost out that much. Like losing the Spirit Guide, sure. But okay, Tamio and Steam Vents Pay to Life. Interesting. I'm going to play the Sunbaked Canyon because I might sack it to Sarah Paragon next turn. And I'll pass the turn. No real point in attacking here. They paid life. What are they casting? Oh, Bowmasters. Okay, sack this. All right, I hope they don't have a way to kill Sarah Paragon. If they do, I'm pretty much dead. They're going to Prismatic Ending me. Are you kidding? In their blue-black deck. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to draw land. And I mean, I could path the Bowmasters before cracking this canyon. I think I need to path the Tamio, though, so. Yeah, all right. Give her runes. Pass the turn, upkeep, path, Tamio. If they have Consider to, oh, they can't even flip it. They would need a Brainstorm or something. I mean, if I draw like a fourth Eorlingus or something, maybe, but my draws have been bad and their draws have been perfect. So when you line those things up, let's just say you don't win very much. Like they've had literally the perfect answer for every card I've played and then some, and I've also not drawn well, so that leads to a fairly lopsided match. It's kind of the opposite of the last match, except what if they also drew well? All right, well, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Sure, I'll get Taiga just to threaten green. And I'm just going to attack for 6 here, I think. I don't really see a reason to leave anything back, because they can maybe attack with Vinestock. They're going to get to ping me and make a token. The next turn I can Flicker Wisp the Orc. I drew the perfect card. 4th was the best card I could draw. Oh, that's a green source for... I'm getting attacked... But this is incredible that I'm going to get attacked by a Restless Vincent out of this deck. Let's go Flicker Wisp. Kill the Orc. Play my land. I'm just going to attack for 6. They are going to get to ping. It would be really nice to draw something. I guess I couldn't even cast Solitude here. They can attack me for 9, but then they die on the backswing. Okay, they're not going to Restless Vinestock me here. They're just going to attack and take the initiative back. All right. If I draw another piece of action, I could win. Okay. Yeah, I guess I attack. I'm at 11. All right. They can animate the land, which I still think it's ridiculous that I got Prismatic Ending for 4 and they're able to actually animate Vinestock. They probably have 2 green sources in their deck total. They have Misty Rainforest, Triumph, and Vinestock, which I don't even really understand what... I don't think they're even playing a green card, right? Yeah, I guess I don't really get it. Okay, so they go to 1 here. And I get the initiative, which unfortunately does mean my Mother of Runes is going to die, but, or I get the Monarch rather, but I can do this. I could play the Mother of Runes. Oh, this would die if I didn't. All right. I was just thinking if I could draw Solitude end of turn, but it's pretty unlikely that I do, so. I mean, I don't die here. Oh, I get to untap this too. So, and I have a Death Greeter and they're at 1 and I have 3 attackers. And I have the initiative. This could be okay. Looking less okay by the moment. I'm still trying to figure out where all these lands came from and why. Because they've got... Oh, so Indatha Triome is just so Misty can fetch that, but then why play the Vinestock, I guess, for Prismatic Ending? Same as Steam Vents, right? All right. I guess so. It lighting up that they actually got to do all those things is a little unfortunate for me, but you know what? I might actually win this, which is kind of crazy. I felt like I was super dead, but I guess this is kind of like against Ollie where they just maybe flooded out. I mean, I guess they could Jace combo me here. Next turn, I'm going to have a 3/3 double strike trample as well as this. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of stuff, so they have to do something. This Bowmaster just killed like 3 creatures this game. Killed Selfless Spirit, Mother of Runes, and Flicker Wisp, which is kind of incredible. What is this? Is this activating Vinestock? I don't know. Elegy Acolyte. Oh, it's lifelink. Okay. Okay, let's go to Forge. Forge on this knight. Let's draw. So if this is 10 points of first strike trample, let's cast this with dash, I think. What could they have? Nothing. Wow, I was looking to see what they could have. I'm astounded that I won that game. All right, well, I guess we got a game 3. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think I will still keep the memory lapse in. I don't think I want Winds of Abandon or Pest Infestation. All right, let's do it. Flage still seems okay. Flage at least kills Bowmasters and like in a grindy game can work. It doesn't kill Elegy Acolyte, but I have 3 things that kill it, so I feel like that's going to be sufficient. I was like so sure I was dead that game that I guess I drew 4th and they just did nothing over the next bunch of turns. Crazy. All right, I'm on the draw. Is this the draw where I turn 1 WPA? No. I mean, I guess I'll run it, but this draw could actually turn on WPA if I drew the W in the WPA. Planes. I really don't really like doing this, but I don't really want to give them clues, so swords would be a lot better. Ugh. I'm like winning a decent amount. I guess I won my first round in this game and we're in game 3 here, but I feel like my draws have been just unbelievably bad. Chromox and Ancient Tomb in this draw. Let's actually hold on. Let's actually play Giver here. I'll wait on the Felia. I want to protect Felia with Giver. I think that's nice. Oh, nice. I'm really glad I killed the Tameo. They could, if they had waited on Consider, they might have been able to set up Consider clue to flip Tameo. I mean, I don't like pathing on turn 1. Obviously, that's horrible, but what are you going to do? There are all 5 colors. All right, let's get Raugrin Triome. Just not draw lands, please. Okay. Okay. Now I just go for it. There we go. That's more what I'm talking about. If they have Counterspell, it's going to be unfortunate. Okay, Remand I can live with. Counterspell's a lot worse. And I guess I might as well attack. It's not like it's protecting anything anymore. Okay. Let's see what they've got. They know that thing's coming down again. If I draw a bad spell, I could technically mocks it for Felia, like a Spirit Guide would actually be kind of okay. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't get comboed out immediately, at least. I did not draw a spell. I drew a land. Let's play this thing. Alright, didn't get countered. Let's just get a plains. Play advantage. Oh, I actually should have got an island, I guess. The one advantage of not getting an island is it also makes it so they don't know a blue card is coming. Okay, this is Prismatic Ending on the Giver of Runes. Give this pro black. It doesn't really matter because their thing has Menace. A spell last turn would have let me Mox Felia, which would have been really good, but what can you do? Okay, they get the initiative. If they have a removal spell, I'm in trouble. If they have anything, I'm in trouble. If they don't have anything... Oh, okay. Let's just go to attacks here and see if this works. Oh, nice. Exile something? Oh, Swords to Plowshares? Okay. Oh, they didn't have an answer to this thing, so I'm going to forge it. Then I'm going to play Plains and Swords that. Pay the 3 life. Do they have a spell here if they want to cast it first to get the Sedgemoor Witch trigger? Okay, and then I'm going to go to 7 and cast this and go trap on them. And then pass the turn? How am I winning all these games where I thought I was like this game is less bad, but last game I thought I was like 2% or something to win the game. Maybe a little higher, but not like that much higher. Oh, I'm just still going to die. All right, well. Cool story. On to round 3. All right, playing against red-green beats. And win or lose, these last couple matches, it feels like my deck has not really presented itself well, and I'd never switched out the Sacred Foundry, so we're dealing with that. All right, well, I will keep this hand. I'm on the draw. If I get Strip Mined out, that'll be bad, but I do have Guide of Souls in any land lets me cast Reprieve without pain, which would then let me cast a turn 3 thing. Oh, I'm going to play that first, actually. I'm going to get Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life, play Mother of Runes. I'm giving up 1 energy and 1 life, but I think getting Mother of Runes on as early as possible is really what I want to do. All right, looks like they're splashing a little bit of black as well. They got a Badlands. Regular land would be really good. Chrome Mox would also be pretty good. Depending on what the play is here, I might Chrome Mox a 4th Earlingus if I drew it. I mean, almost assuredly, actually. Especially if they like just tap out to kill Mother of Runes. If they're reanimating Troll, I guess that's a different thing. But I don't know that they have a lot of that going on. I think they are more red-green than anything else. Hope I don't get Renin Sixth. They have like Bombardiers, Pyroglyph, K-Command, Through the Breach for Emrakul, Pillage the Bog, Strip Mine, Mox Diamond. That sort of thing. Collective Brutality and Duress my 4th Earlingus. Yeah, all right. Let's just Guide of Souls here, I guess. I don't know. I could leave up Reprieve, but I don't think... I think I'd rather just play as if I was drawing a Plains here. Try to run that instead. Especially once they know about the Reprieve, it just becomes a lot less enticing. Palantir. Oh, they don't know about the Loran. Nice. Okay, that's a stroke of luck, for sure. They're not drawing a card. I hope we don't get Emrakul. No, I got K-Commanded. I didn't draw a land, which is pretty annoying still, but Loran that. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. Loran is going to tap to draw cards here for sure, because I am lacking lands to play my spells. If I draw a land, I might not, because then I have moves, but I guess we'll see what happens here. What's my best draw here? Honestly, it was probably Chrome Mox because I could go Chrome Mox. Oh wow, Lumberjack's like a little scary. Chrome Mox and Flicker Wisp and do all of these things. I will trade here. They have one card in hand. Yeah, I'm not going to use Loran now. Now that I've drawn the land, it really benefits them to use. If I use Loran, I hope they trade. Because that means they don't have something big in hand that they need Lumberjack for. I'm going to deal a lot of damage to myself with my lands here. It's not the first, second, or third turn of the game, right? All right, let's just play Giverton. This actually works fine. I thought it was like an inspired land, inspired Vantage. If they don't play something big this turn, I can go Sarah Paragon, replay Windswept Heath, and that's a pretty big game. Taking 3 off my lands, but then gaining 2 back off the Heath. And let's see what they got. We're up 5-2. I don't mind that. Pyroglyph. Okay. That's fair, I suppose. Now I'm going to go Paragon. Go to 10. Replay Guide of Souls. Oh, wait, no. Not Guide of Souls. Mother of Runes. I said replay Guide of Souls, clicking on Giver of Runes, when I really meant Mother of Runes. Let's take some damage here. They have 2 cards. What did they draw? Hopefully nothing too incredible. Okay, well, I guess there's that, isn't there? What do I do? I think I need to draw a land. Is what I need to draw. All right, I'll go to 1. Okay, land was really good because now I go land, Flicker Wisp the Minskin Boo, attack Minskin Boo. All right, if they don't have something here, then I'm on the comeback trail despite them peeling Minskin Boo there. And I have to chump here, but I have a Sarah Paragon out. That is not a big deal. All right. Delighted Halfling. Okay, we accept that. I'm at 1. What do I want to do here? I could play Guide of Souls out of my graveyard. I could play Flicker Wisp. I kind of like... Playing Flicker Wisp doesn't really do anything. I'm not flickering it. Well, no, I can flicker my land. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, let's go. Let's make sure I tap for colorless. Flicker Wisp. Target of plains. Guess I passed the turn. I don't think it makes sense to attack. And now I have Reprieve and Path up. And then at some point here, I can get Guide of Souls going to gain a little more life. If I attack with Paragon and they attack with both, I go, I guess, trade there, block there, and pro. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. But now I can keep Reprieve and Path up. They have 2 cards in hand. Reprieve doesn't stop a legend because they have Delighted Halfling. All right. Well, I think I maneuvered this game all right. This deck feels cursed despite like actually doing okay. Again, I'm 1-1. We're in game 1 here. You know, it's not like I've done terribly with the deck, but I feel like I just haven't had a smooth draw with the deck. Like even the games I'm winning, it's because like my opponent like flooded out, or this game. I mean, they haven't flooded out. This game they've actually drawn really good stuff right at the end. But all right, let's path the Pyroglyph. I'm going to want to do that eventually, and I am actually kind of constrained on mana because I can't tap Ancient Tomb. I don't think giving them a 6th land is like that much of an issue. Let's draw. Oh, Swords is incredibly good. Okay. Now, attack for 6, and I think play Guide of Souls. I have 1 energy. it can start gaining me life. But also swords means I can swords my own thing if I really need to. And I have reprieve up. I mean, I was going to say maybe I should kill the halfling because of a legend. And I guess it's Italy? Well, reprieve's actually kind of nice against Italy's trigger. And they're going to get to Italy anyway eventually. Because I wasn't killing them yet. Let's see what they flipped. No Emeralds, please. It flew the breach and Felia. They didn't put through the breach on the stack? That's incredible for me. Because now I remand the Felia. And I can't... Oh, I can play it. Hold on. And I drew Elvish Spirit Guide off it. Gain a life. I think I'm just going to beat the Emrakul. Or not the Emrakul. The Atali. Because I'm going to swords it most likely. Trying to think. What do I want to do here? I guess I can play Giver. It's probably decent. Go to 3... Attack with these. Felia is going to blink the Giver, I think, because then I'll gain another life and get a counter, and then I swords the Atali. All right, and I will pay the energy, and Guided Souls is going to pump itself, I think, because all my other stuff is pretty good already. Get those back. I go up to 4, so I'm a little less likely to get burned out. I still have Mother of Runes active, and they're dead next turn to flyers. Okay, that worked out. If they put through the breach on the stack, I'd have to decide if I thought their last card was Emrakul. But then they were thinking about it, so I was like, oh, they just don't have it. And I have to remand Felia. It's so much better if I remand Felia. But it would have at least been something to think about. Oof, got that game. I don't want more colors against Strip Mine. And in fact... I might cut Elvish Spirit Guide for like another Plains. Or maybe just for a mountain, actually. And I think otherwise keep things fine. I mean, good King Mog is kind of nice in this matchup. In this kind of matchup. I definitely want Containment Priest. Reprieve. I mean, Lauren, they have Mox and Palantir. That's actually probably enough. All right, no good King Mob for now. Maybe on the play I might want it. All right, on the draw. Yeah, I'm going to keep this, and if I draw the mountain, I knew it would be a Spirit Guide. I think this hand is okay. I don't know, maybe it's not. It's got a Wasteland, but I have no Excel. I'm doing nothing till turn 3, but White Plume Flicker on turn 3 is pretty good. They're mulling. Wasteland's good against a mulligan. And if I draw a Spirit Guide or an Ancient Tomb or a 1 or 2 drop, that's pretty good. Yeah, even drawing Felia is pretty good. Let's just play the Vantage. Though I guess they actually have Strip Mine in their deck, so maybe I should have just let on Plains. Didn't lead any Wastelandable lands, which is unfortunate for me. But drawing Felia is already pretty great, because if they tap out for something and I can just snap off a Felia White Plume line, it will be very good. 3 non-basics. Oh, okay. Well... Tapping out on turn 3 for a thing that doesn't actually do anything on the board is nice. I'm always scared of Emrakul here, but I'm not going to let them draw a card. 2 top. Okay, they just wanted whatever was second, which is fine. Land. Well, it's nice I can get a mountain here. Mountain. Attack with Felia. Flicker White Plume. I could also flicker the Palantir, but I don't care about that. Forge on. I think the Felia, because I'm going to want to keep flickering the White Plume. I mean, this puts them in a pretty tough spot. I even have a Solitude. I might start letting them draw Palantir just so I don't get Emrakuled. Like once I go to 15, I feel like I probably shouldn't let them do it. Fatal Push. Unfortunate. Let's see what else they got. All right. Once again, I want to see. So they probably kept Fatal Push of those two cards. But if they don't have another play here, don't have you draw. I milled Italian Pyroglyph. Okay. No, I guess I probably shouldn't do that again. They go to Trap. I still can't Wasteland them. It's really funny, actually. All right. They go to 10, land, Flicker Wisp on White Plume, and draw a card. Okay, a white card to pitch to Solitude is nice just to have, even if I don't know if I'm going to want it. I still don't want to play Wasteland. 5 non-basics in a row? That's incredible. All right. Fury. Okay. I mean, I think that's probably going to be fine. I'm going to get to go to Throne of the Dead 3 in a second here. All right. Let's path the Fury. Do I want to do it? I think they've scryed some to the bottom already, so I guess I'd rather just path now. Though they get a land out, I don't know. I guess they know they don't have Fury, but it's fine either way. And next turn, I can't believe they played, well, 1 at path, but 5 basics in a row is not a good testament to deck building. Yeah, you can draw a card, that's fine. All right, Throne of the Dead 3, what do we want? Oh. Death Greeters, no, it won't have haste. Probably just Hero Bladehold then, I imagine. Yeah. All right. Luminarch. I guess I'll play Sunbaked Canyon and cast Sarah Paragon here. And pass the turn. And I still have Solitude up. To protect myself, they can't through the breach Emrakul me. They can reanimate a Tali if they have one, which wouldn't necessarily win them the game. And next turn I'm restarting the initiative. That was a fast initiative, turbo, with Felia and Flicker Wisp. Flicker in that White Plume. I mean, Fury and Fatal Push were both pretty good, but I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here. They kind of need to kill the Sarah Paragon too, or it starts doing stuff. I'm still shocked that I haven't been able to Wasteland anything. But this turned out to be a good draw. Look, I'm not complaining about this draw. I got Felia into White Plume with some good backup. But I felt like all the other games, it was like, well, if they have 5 land in their hand, I could win. And they just like did a lot. Which, it's like, you know, you win a game. I've had this experience a bunch. Like, you take a deck to a tournament and you like win round 1, but the deck plays out so bad, like a constructed deck or even a draft deck in round 1. And after round 1, you're like, well, I won that round, but this deck does not seem good. And that's kind of like the vibe I was getting off these games where it was like, I won round 1 and I almost won round 2, but in neither one did my deck look good. So hopefully we get enough. And even game 1 here, like I just thought I was not winning, but going to 1 and that Minskin Blue attack was good though. Got to hand it to him for that one. All right, what you got? And if you have an animate, you have an animate. Brutality. Okay. I don't have any spells in my hand. They did drain me for 2, though. I don't know how much that matters. I get to see Wasteland. Cycle Troll. Okay. And pass the turn. Okay. I mean, they're dead by, not like a lot, but they are dead if I attack them, so. Yes, you can draw a card. Draw. Go get a land. They can now kill Hero Bladehold that no longer has hexproof. Oh, Reprieve has to be an incredible draw. Okay, so let's start with White Plume, just so I can play something before they kill Sarah Paragon. Forge on Sarah Paragon. Wasteland the Badlands. All right. What's going on here? They just not have anything? Because they don't have anything, they just die. All right, we take those. I guess that's a 2-1. All right, we'll take it. All right. I mean, like I said, I thought this was a good white weenie deck, and I did go 2-1. I guess I was just hoping that I had a little slightly smoother draws, which is kind of a ridiculous thing to complain about. But honestly, you watch those games. Games of Magic aren't all equal. My opponents didn't have good draws. I guess game one of this match, my opponent had a fine draw. I just barely came out on top. Like I drew the Loran to kill a Palantir. It was really good. They minced me down to one, and they weren't able to close it. And I had to draw land, all that. Game two, though, like, yeah, I had a good hand. Felia into White Plume into Flicker with a little bit of disruption, minimal amounts. And overall, a 2-1 record, which is totally fine for this deck. You know, no power, but I had Fourth Ear Lingus, Solitude, Caves of Chaos, WPA, Swords to Plowshares, Ocelot Pride, Path as like, I would say like Felia as like premium cards. And then like some pretty solid ones like Guide of Souls, Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes, Flage, Death Greeters. These are all solid. And then like some medium ones like, you know, Selfless Spirit and Luminarch Aspirant, Flicker Wisp, Hero of Bladehold. I consider those medium. Ancient Tomb and Chrome Mox did some work. Wasteland almost did some work. And overall, we got there 2-1, and we're up 6-3, so I imagine we're well on our way to winning the draft. And you know what? That'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Magic. And look, I drafted the white deck. That's what I was supposed to do. I went 2-1. It was great. Ish. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.